Hello and welcome to CKE 10001's gaming channel. In this video, we'll be looking at my Love Live Sunshine Meta English deck profile. The deck build runs 13 level 0s, 11 level 1s, 7 level 2s, 11 level 3s, and 8 Climax cards. The first card we're going to take a look at is the Aozoro Jumping Heart Yoshiko Tsushima. It has two auto effects. The first is when this card attacks, you can choose one of your characters and that character gets 500 power until end of turn. The second is auto. At the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you may put the top card of your deck into your waiting room. If that card is a music character, you may move this card to an open position on your center stage. So it's a mill runner, and I'm running this at 3 copies. Then the next card I'm running is the Tears of a Fallen Angel Yoshiko Tsushima at 3 copies. It has 2 continuous effects. The first is you cannot play event cards and backup from hand, and the second is the character facing this card cannot move to another position on the stage, and it's 3500 base, so it's an anti-runner beater card. Running at 3 copies. And then I'm running 3 copies of Capture Stance Kanan Matsura. It has 2 auto effects. The first is when this card is put into your waiting room from the stage, you can look at the top card of your deck and put it on top of your deck or the bottom. And the second is auto. When another of your characters is put into waiting room from the stage, if this card is in the backstage, you may put this card into the waiting room. If you do, return that card to its previous stage position as rest. So it has the bad boy effect to resurrect anybody on your front line. Then I'm running 3 copies of the Red Brainstormer, Aozoro Jumping Heart Rico. It has 2 effects. The first is auto. When another of your music character becomes versed in battle, you can choose one of your characters and that character gets 500 power until end of turn. The second is the Activate Brainstorm Pay 1 Rest 2 effect. And for each climax revealed during the brainstorm, you can choose up to 1 character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. And I'm running 1 tech copy of the level reverser U. When this card becomes reversed in battle, if this card's battle opponent is level 0 or lower, you may reverse that character. Second is auto. When this card is put into your waiting room from stage, you can pay 2. If you do, choose a music character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. It's just another red card to help fill the red count up. It has a neat second effect if your climax gets buried too deep in the stock. And then at level 1, I'm running 3 copies of Aozora Jumping Heart Mari Ohara. It has 3 auto effects. The first is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you look at the top card of your deck and put it on top of your deck or the bottom. Second effect is auto. When this card attacks, this card gets X power. X equals to the 1000 multiplied by the number of other music characters you have. Third, when this card becomes reversed in battle, reveal the top card of your deck. If that is level 2 or higher, you may return this card to your hand. So the third and first effect combo with each other. You can keep returning it to your hand and placing it again the next turn to top check. And the reason why this deck has a lot of cards that can top check is for your level 3 Yo card right there to deal X damage to your opponent. And then the next card I'm running is the level 1 Climax combo for the deck, Aozora Jumping Heart Chika Takami. It has 2 effects. The first is continuous. If all your characters are music, this card gets the following ability. When this card becomes versed, if this card's battle opponent is level 1 or lower, you may reverse that character. Second, auto. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, if a card named Aozora Jumping Heart Chika is in your Climax area, you may choose a character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. So it's an on-verse salvage and a level 1 bomber card, so it's really good. And then we're running 4 copies of Komi Naritai Aquarium Ruby Kurosawa. It has 2 effects. The first is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can discard a card. If you do, look up to 4 cards from top of your deck, choose up to 1 music character from among them, reveal it to your opponent, put it in your hand, and put the rest in your waiting room, so it has a Winter Moments type effect. I don't really use the second effect at all, since we don't have that Climax card. We just use it for the Winter Moments and milling. So that's at 4 copies. And then at level 2, I'm running 1 copy of today's Ultimate Ragnarok Yoshiko Tsushima. 2 auto effects. The first is when this card is placed on stage from hand, play rock, paper, scissors with your opponent until someone wins. And if you lose, all your other characters get 2k power. The second is when this card becomes reversed. If the level of this card bottom is higher than your opponent's level, you may put that character into your opponent's stock. If you do, put the bottom card of your opponent's stock into his or her waiting room. So it's a early play stock reverser, and helps gets power, and it's a level 2 to ping persistent damage with the level 3 yo that gets played. And then I'm running 2 backups, Aim to Shine Ruby Kurosawa. When you use this card's backup effect, you can put the top X cards of your opponent's deck into his or her waiting room. X equals to the number of music characters you have. And then the power this card backups for is 3000 power. And the main reason why we're running so many level 2s is for the yo level 3 to ping. Next up, I'm running 4 copies of Mirai Ticket Rico. It has 2 effects. The first is Continuous Assist. All your characters in front of this card gets X power. X equals to 500 multiplied by that character's level. Second is Activate. Put a card from your hand into your waiting room. Rest this card. Reveal the top card of your deck. Choose a level X or lower character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. X equals to the level of the card that was revealed. And usually you would use this in the back line to kind of filter out and get another Kana Matsura, just for its bad boy effect to resurrect any of your 3s that get reversed. So next up are the 3s. I'm running 4 copies of Mirai Ticket Yo Watanabe. It has 2 effects. Continuous. All your other cards named Mirai Ticket Chika Takami get 2k power, which is there. And the second effect is Auto. When this card attacks, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is a music character, deal X damage to your opponent. X equals to that character's level. So that's the main reason for the high 1, 2, and 3 count. Really low 0 count. And then I'm running 4 copies of Mirai Ticket Chika Takami. It has 2 effects. The first is Continuous. If there is a card named Mirai Ticket Rico in your clock, this gets -1 level in your hand. The second is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can pay 1. If you do, choose a card named Mirai Ticket Yo Watanabe in your waiting room and place it on the stage in any position. So the 2 in the clock early plays this. This calls the 3 yo, and then you can have 1 in the back to assist and deal your pings. And then I'm running 1 copy of the blue card, Aim to Shine Daya Kurosawa. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, if the number of other music characters you have is 4 or more, you may put the top card of your deck into your stock. Second effect, when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you may put the top card of your clock into your waiting room. So you can heal for 1, essentially, if both effects go off. And then I'm running 2 copies of Mirai Ticket Yoshiko Tsushima. I don't use the first auto climax combo effect. I only use it for the second auto effect, which is this ability activates once per turn. During the turn that this card is placed on stage from your hand, when damage dealt by this card is cancelled, you may put the top card of your deck into your waiting room and deal X damage to your opponent, X equal to that card's level +1. So it's just a Musashi effect to help push for more damage. And I'm running this at 2. And then the last 8 cards of the deck are the climax cards. I'm running 4 copies of Aozora Jumping Heart U, just for the salvage, character salvage. No combo for anything. And 4 copies of Aozora Jumping Heart Chika for the level 1 combo. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Check EncoreDecks.com in the link in the description below to see an overview of this deck build.